Hello, I'm going to show you how I make one of my trays today. So this is the tray mold I'm going to be using, and these are the two colours, flash gold and pink blue. So I'll be doing those. So I'll get some resin mixed up and we'll come back. Okay, so the resin is now mixed up in here, so I'm just gonna get all the excess resin off and then just quickly clean this up. Okay, and that is now ready to use next time. So next thing we're going to do is just go around the edges and the bottom just to make certain that it's fully mixed up. And then I'm going to separate it into two other cups so I can mix colour in. I am going to grab a little bit of this for myself for another project. And then it's just a case of scraping it all out, making certain I've got it all into the cups. That to one side for 2 minutes. I will be using that again shortly. Okay, so here's my hands a quick one. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in these colours. So do that for the blue. And that for the gold. Okay, and then we're just going to mix them. Going to do it gently so that the powder doesn't go everywhere. wipe that off, and then I'll do the gold. Okay, so that's all mixed up. Next thing I will be doing is I will be putting them in a bubble remover to get all the bubbles out. So I will see you after I've done that. Okay, so my resins are out of the bubble remover. One of them overflowed a little bit, so I am going to get these into the mould now. That one looks like it may have a few bits of resin that's not being mixed in, so let me just give that one a quick stir. I'll do the same as the blue just to be on the safe side. Just doing it gently so I don't stir any of the bubbles in. Okay, so what I am going to do now is I'm going to give the tray a quick spray with 99% alcohol, and then I'm going to start pouring. So just make certain you can see. There we go, that's a little bit better. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like bits at a time. Take that out for 2 seconds. Okay, before it gets too full, what I am going to do is I'm just going to grab one of the little things and go around the edges just in case there is any bubbles. I should get rid of it. And then the inner side this time. Okay. And then it's just a case of filling it up now. Okay, I have some left over. This is for the second part, so I'll just move those out the way. Because I have the leftovers, I will do a couple of flowers. and some turtles. So again, just do some quick spray, and then same process, just one at a time, mix up. We seem to have more of the blue than the gold. I want to keep hold of some of the gold, so I'll top it up with the blue. And a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then a few drips into the turtles. And I've put too much in. Just scoop that straight back out. Come on. That should do it that time. Just grab that and go around. Keep the edges as tidy as possible. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with a couple of gold ones, if I can. Oh well, we got a bit of gold in that blue. I'll try and get it out in a second. Okay, so there we go for the extras. The rest of it, I'll just put it in my extras tub. Okay, so that is that. So now it will cure for a couple of hours on the heat mat, and it should be ready to unmold. Okay, so again mixed up some more resin, and this time I'm going to get it mixed up. Well, sorry. Going to get it mixed up with just the handheld mixer, so I'll get that mixed. This one does seem a little bit slower than standard, but it's fine. This mixer seems to be getting less bubbles in it, so that's a good thing at least. Just give that tray a quick spray because there was a few bubbles that had come up to the surface. And so again, I'll just get any leftover resin off there. And I'll put that on the mat, and I will clean that up shortly. Okay, so next thing I am going to do is I am going to split it, well no, I'm going to mix it so I can get everything off the sides, mix it, and it's fully mixed, and off the bottom as well. And these gloves are now sticky. Okay. And then I'm going to split it up. This time I'm going to do the same colours, but I'm going to put the colours in this one first, so I'm not mixing from the top on this one at least. So that's that one, and get it poured in. Half of that, and then I'm going to do the gold now in this cup. Okay, let's start with this one. And again, because it is on top, we'll mix it gently so the dust doesn't get everywhere. Okay. And then white, and then do the blue. Okay, and then hopefully it doesn't overflow this time in the bubble remover. Here we go. Let's put it in the bubble remover, and I will come back to you once it's out of the bubble remover. Okay, so the resin is been in the bubble remover, and that's ready to go. Okay, I think I might have extras, so I've brought out a couple of little molds. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I'm going to start with this one first, is I am going to spray it with alcohol again. Get it all down in the sides. Don't want any bubbles, so there we go. And again, just gonna pour in, but what I am going to do, just get a bit of gold in there, is on this one I'm also going to squeeze the bottom again to make certain I'm going to get no bubbles. Okay, so a bit more gold. Blue. I'm starting to wonder if I am going to have any extras. Give it a quick spray to get rid of those bubbles. And I'm not going to get rid of them, even though this is going to be the bottom of the jar. And just give it a little bit of swirl to make certain it looks okay. Okay, so I'll keep it in the front today, and then see if we've got enough. I'm going to try and do a gold tip. So again, just squeeze in to make certain it's in all the parts and there's no bubbles. Okay, so a little bit of gold, blue, more gold, rather than not having enough or having too much, I've got not enough. So I might have to just mix up a little bit of resin just to add into it. So let me get that little bit of resin mixed up and I'll come back. Okay, so I have mixed up some more resin and let's fill this up. And that's that one, and I might actually even add a teeny little bit more to this one as well. Yeah, that one's good. And I'm gonna do another flower. I'm gonna do this one. So again, a little bit of alcohol spray, and then we'll do the gold tips again. I don't know if you can actually see those yet. So gold tips. And then blue. And then more gold. And then I'm just going to move it back over here, sorry. And then just top it up so it's domed. And there we go. Just clean that up a little bit. I think I domed it a little bit too much. Quick spray just in case there's any bubbles. Again, just go around that edge again. Spilling over the edge a little bit. Let's try and clean that up before. There we go. Okay, so we'll just leave that and we'll come back once it's all done. Okay, so the tray and the jar have all cured, so I'm going to get these out now. So we'll start with the tray actually. Still a bit hot, so it's still a little bit bendy. There we go. Okay, so that is the tray. A little bit more gold in it than I wanted, but actually quite nice. I do like that. So, and then we'll start with the lid of the jar. Come on. So it looks like I've managed without any bubbles, so that's good. That needs sanding down a little bit. Now I might spray some alcohol here. There we go, easy. So that's the lid, that's quite nice. And then the jar itself. Try that again, shall we? Okay, there we go. I'll put the mould back. Right, so there we go. And then make certain the lid fixes and everything, which it does. So my plan is going to be to have the jar there, and then hopefully the flowers will come out, because the flowers are also going to be part. There we go. So we've got the two flowers, and then the flowers are going to go there, and then I'm thinking either one of these butterflies, or I've got some of these butterflies, and I could potentially do a few down the centre there, running or running there. So I'm going to have a think about it and decide what I want to do. So leave that with me 2 seconds. That's what I'm going to go with. So, yes, I think that's what I'm going to go with. So it will be a case of let that finish cooling down so it's solid, then I'll get those stuck on, and I'll get it all basically stuck down to the tray. So that will most likely be, I'll leave it overnight for it to harden up fully, and then that will be done. So we can put those to one side so that we're safe. And then while we're here, the last of the little things to unmold. So we've got one of the gold turtles, another one of the gold turtles, and a blue one, and another blue one. There we go. So yeah, shall I stick some on there? I don't know. I think I'll just make pendants out of them. So, okay, that's it for today. And I'll finish it off in the morning. Thanks. Okay, so we're back and it's the next morning and everything is now hardened up. So that's good. We've got those flowers and we've got the jar again. So what I do need to do before I do anything else is sand off the corners because they are a little bit sharp. So just a nail file and then just go like that all the way around. Okay, that's all good. So then just wipe off that dust. And the working area as well. Okay, and because I've been touching that, I do want to get some alcohol and just wipe it all down. So it's a clean surface when we are going to be putting resin on it and stickers as well. So as we were discussing, we've got the jar and then the flowers and then the butterflies stickers. So I think like that will be good. So I'll get those stickers stuck on now so that they're ready to be covered in resin. And two, and then the big one. Make sure that they're all stuck down. There we go. There we go, all done. And then we'll just take these off for now and mix up a little bit of resin. I'm only going to need a little bit just to cover that. So I will get that mixed up and come back. Okay, so I've got 60 millilitres of resin here that I'm just going to mix up. So again, it's just making certain all the sides are scraped and that it is mixed fully. So I will mix this for a couple of minutes. Okay, I think that is mixed up okay. What I am going to do before I put it into the mould, into the tray, is add a little bit of glitter. So it's just ultra fine glitter powder and I am just going to add a tiny little bit, so just that much. Put that back. Okay, so mix this up, and I'm not going to put this in the bubble remover because I will be using a heat gun to make certain all of the bubbles are out. Okay, so there we go. All glitter. Might even be a little bit too much glitter in there, but we will see. Okay, and we want him to pour it on, and just basically having a layer to cover the whole area. A bit more. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is get my heat gun and then just blow out any bubbles. To clean that up because I went over the edge in a couple of places, so just gives that a quick wipe down with a bit of tissue with alcohol spray on it. There we go, and as you can see, just that heat gun has got rid of the bubbles. I need a little bit more. See, it started pulling away there. Okay, just do the heat gun again. Going to do is to get the flowers to adhere. I generally just give, I'm not going to do it too close to the actual tray, give them a quick sand down just to make certain that they do stick, and then also again wipe down with the alcohol, make certain there's no more dust. Do the same again with this one. It probably wouldn't matter, but I like to just to be on the safe side. Okay, so I'm going to put those in. So I'm going to have the larger one here and that one there, and then same with the base. Don't need the lid on for this, so I'll just put that to there. Just give it a quick, just to have it to have something to grip onto. Like I said, I don't think it's going to matter, but I like to just to be on the safe side. Okay, there we go, and that's all wiped down with alcohol, and then I'm going to put this at this side. So it's running away, so I'm going to have to monitor this, and then the resin's overspilled, so just wiping that off again there. Come on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push some of this resin because it's overflowing. Just to clear off those edges, and I'll just lift it up and get it from there as well, because it did overflow a little bit. Okay, I think it's got it. All the bits that are overflowing have been wiped down. There we go, all done. So that is now ready to set again. So we will leave that for a couple of hours before putting on the heat mat, because I have done it one time and it pulled away from the stickers when I had it on the heat mat straight away. So I'll leave it for a couple of hours and then put it on the heat mat to fully cure. So that's it. Hello and welcome back. Okay, so this is the finished item, and there you go, all done. All the edges sanded down so they're not sharp, and the last thing I am going to do is I am going to put feet on it. So if we just put one on each of the corners. There you go. That is the finished item. I'll get some pictures and try and put them up afterwards. Thank you.